I think that was huge at ConsenSys that we really focused on and that I learned early in my career was the importance of collaborating and partnerships. Whether it's your own spokes, which was what we call them, or portfolio companies, like we worked with Gitcoin and Truffle and all of these amazing projects at the time, or external partners, it's really important to figure out how to craft meaningful joint narratives that are focused on the actual value you're providing your audience and not just like announcing things constantly without context that doesn't mean anything to people.
Can you give me a little bit, can you go one step deeper on that? I think that's a really interesting point. Can you give me an example?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think an interesting one with ConsenSys overall was we created this campaign. I think it was around DevCon in Osaka. So that was 2018, 2019 now.
That sounds fire.
It was amazing. What a great DevCon. But we brought together a lot of these different organizations that we were working with under the sort of ConsenSys umbrella. So we had Gitcoin, we had Truffle, we had Infura. And in order to sort of put forward this message of community support that was so key to ConsenSys, as well as help these different partner organizations that were kind of semi-internal, we created this big scavenger hunt experience along the water in Osaka that of course had a digital element, which will kind of bring me to my last point here as well as this in-person moment where individuals would come through and speak to these various founders, giving live feedback on the products and what they're doing and building that sort of, brand affinity and community that you're after. And it also humanized ConsenSys. And what we were doing, was really, we're not this giant entity in the space necessarily. We're a collection of individuals and projects that actually care about growing this ecosystem.
Wow. Okay.
And
that
it
makes
was really
so much
fun
sense.
too.
Yeah. So you're saying that if each of these individual entities had just started, making like PR style announcements without doing the grassroots like education of people as far as, what's the goal here that we're trying to accomplish and how do we work with each other, these different organizations to create, to achieve the larger goals for everyone. You're saying like without that context, the message wouldn't have hit the same.
Exactly.